creating instant messages for WhatsApp and SMS. I'm here on Mailing Boss, and I'm going to start by clicking here on Lists, and I'm going to click on Create New. If you already have a list and you just want to configure that list to get your leads' phone numbers, all you got to do is click here on Overview. But I'm going to be creating a list from scratch. I'm just going to name this as a random name and a standard description. I'm going to click on Next. So here's the important part. I'm going to start by adding these two fields here, starting by the phone field. So this is where your lead has to put their phone number, and I'm going to add the phone prefix as well. So the phone prefix is where the lead selects the country that they live in. It's important to note that in order for this process to work, you have to have both the drop-down field and the text field for the phone number, okay? I'm going to click here on Save Changes. And now I can change the emails. I'm not going to change this part. If you already have a list and you just want to edit the list to get your leads' phone numbers, all you got to do is click here on Overview, and then we can click here on Fields. And then I can proceed by adding the phone number field as well as the prefix dropdown. So once that's done, I can move on to creating the instant messages. And I can access the instant message creation panel by clicking here on Menu, and then I can click here on Instant Messages. So I'm going to click on Create New, and I can choose the list here. You can see that the list I just created is here. And if I fail to include the two fields I just mentioned, the field for the phone prefix as well as the field for the phone number, the list I just created will not be displayed here. I'm going to select this list. I'm going to choose the app which I'll be using to contact my leads. I can choose SMS or WhatsApp. And remember, it's important for you to go to the apps and actually connect your WhatsApp web account to the WhatsApp tool in order for the process to work. And I can also select the type here. I can choose this to be an autoresponder so that the message will be sent automatically, or I can choose this to be a regular message, which will be sent once I click here on Save and Active, okay? Now I can choose the name. I'm just going to put Zap as well. And I can write here the message text, okay? So I'm going to write 3 dots. And these are the basic options that you can edit. You can also include tags here and so forth. Once you have set up your instant message, you can click here on Save and Active, and it'll be sent. And as you can see here, we can see the status. We can see that the message we just created is pending and sending, okay? There's also another way I can use to create an instant message. I can click here on Workflow. So once I'm here on my workflow, there's a few options I can work with. I can start by clicking here on List and dragging this option to the workflow. I can click here on the Edit button, and then I can select the list I just created. I'm going to select it here and click on Ready. Now I can click here on this green button, and by doing so, I have the option of setting up an autoresponder instant message. So once that's done, I can select an instant messenger I just created, as long as it's an autoresponder. So as you can see, since the instant message I created previously is regular, not an autoresponder, I won't be able to see it here, but I can click here on Create New Instant Message if I want to create an autoresponder, okay? I'm just going to hit OK and cancel. This is one of the options. We can also click here on Instant Message and drag to the workflow. And by doing so, I can click here on this pencil icon to edit, and I can choose the instant messages among all the ones I have, both regular and autoresponders. And if I want to create a new instant message, I can click here as well. And as you can see, we just have to include the message name, the app which we'll be using, the list, and the message text. And I can click here on Create and on OK, and that instant message will be good to go. Now that everything regarding the instant message is set up, I can come here to the HTML editor where I'll be adding an email marketing contact form, okay? I'm going to click here on the plus sign and scroll down until I see the email marketing form. I'm going to click here and select any one of these. I'm going to choose the first one. I'm going to right click this and select Configure. Once I'm here, I'm going to select the list that I created. And as you can see, the form will change. And now it has the phone number field as well as the option for the user to select the country code depending on where they live. It's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.